There's other programs that the California School for the Blind offers, like vocational education programs, where they basically you develop your independent living skills as well, your use of the hands, so like to label boxes, like Justin was saying. They want to try to improve how much work you do and how well you do the work. So doing it quickly, but also doing it well. And also, they want to make sure that you're proud of the work that you're doing while you're in the transition program. You learn to be on time to work.
Oh, yeah.
To follow directions, and to work with your coworkers and your supervisor. So it's working with other people. That's the vocational education program. Under work experience, you basically work off campus. So you go away from the California School for the Blind, and you work at different work sites that they have partners with to practice skills in a real world environment. So kind of like step 2 in SoCal. And you, after developing the skills on campus, you get to move off campus to practice them. For the Job Opportunities for Blind Students program, this is also known as JOBS for short, you continue working at the work site where you worked at for the work experience program. So it's kind of a continuation of work experience. You have to be a Department of Rehabilitation client, and you work with another student and a job coach in order to continue improving your skills. And their main focus is that you work independently as a student. And once you're finished with jobs, you can even maybe start practicing these skills at home in an area around your house. So not in NorCal, but where you live, you can practice these skills over the summer if you can find a place that you would use these skills at some, a type of work environment. In the apartment living program, the difference for this program is that you have to be enrolled at the California School for the Blind first. So this is a school where you pretty much can go from like elementary through high school. Correct me if I'm wrong on this.
Yeah, for about 8 to, yeah, they usually start them between 8 or 9, so they don't usually start them very young because,
You live at the school.
Yeah, it's a boarding school. You don't send your 5-year-old to a boarding school.
And when you're in the apartment program, you live in a residential area inside of apartments that they have. And you practice the same independent living skills, cooking and cleaning, eating, so like planning out your meals, what do you want to cook, budgeting your money, how do you make sure you have enough money to last you for the month, or to save up for the future. Managing your meds, if you take some medications, learning to take them on time, learning which medications to take when. Some of the people who are in this program have just lost their vision. So dealing with changes, dealing with your vision loss once you've lost it, if you haven't been born with it, if you were losing it later on. You also learn about family life and, for those of us who are older now, sexual education, as well as like recreational activities. These are pretty much all of their transitional programs. You can also enroll in a correspondence school. It's called Hadley School for the Blind, so that's different from Hatlin. Hadley is a correspondence school, and this is the school that you enroll in if you probably otherwise in your school district, if you can't earn a high school diploma, this would be your other option. Or you can earn a GED throughout your time in the program in a school called Escondido Adult School. And you can also take courses in community college, their regional occupational program, or online courses. If you're in the transition program, you pretty much live there and you come home on the weekends. You live there on weekdays, you come back on weekends. And in terms of classes, they offer functional academic classes, so like making a signature with a signature guide, Braille, for those of us that need to improve our Braille skills, computer skills, learning how to do your laundry, how to clean, public transportation, living and employment options as well. And to be in this program, you have to be from 15 to 21 years of age. So that's another difference. You start 1 year earlier at 15. You have to be a client of, the magic place.
Magic.
The magic word, DOR. And you only have to be a DOR client if you're interested in the jobs and the STEP program. What else? You go on outings to different areas using your O&M skills, and you practice skills at the work sites, kind of like what I've mentioned already. Whereas with other ILS programs, you teach the skills, but you don't necessarily work at a place. After completing the program, another difference is that by the end of this program, you're going to be hopefully having a resume in writing or as a video, so that when you're looking for work someday, you can actually show that to an employer and say, hey, these are the skills. I'm good at being organized. I'm good at folding, that type of thing. And if you're interested in either of these programs that I've mentioned for the transition program, I would suggest that you speak to your teacher of the visually impaired about this for what recommendations they have, to see if the transition program is a good fit for you. Because since you're 15 at the time, you're still in high school. So you'd basically be up there in their transition program and also taking your own high school classes at the same time. And also you have to speak to your Department of Rehab counselor if you're interested in the jobs program.
So the paperwork with rehab, just to tell everyone, it's really a lot. Like, it's not even regular. It's just because they're giving you money. I guess that's why it's even more.
Yeah, it's
a
through
big
the government.
Deal.
It takes a lot longer.
and it's just they like the old school, schmail mail,
Yeah.
So it's really slow. But I just want to say that, not to criticize them, but.